second of these 7-minute sessions, I'm going to give you an overview of what I've done in one of my level 6 modules, which was about putting the teaching into context for the students that were there. So what you need to know about this module is, what am I talking to? I'm talking to 60 or so bioscience students, level 6, 40 of them, well 30 of them are biochemists, it's core for them. The other 30 are all elected into this module, and this module previously has had a bit of a reputation for being rock hard, so the people that show up for electives want to be there. They're the ones who have already engaged and they know this is going to be good. So I've got these students, I've got about 60 of them. So the place where these students go when they graduate is about 50-50 split. When we polled them at graduation last year with a piece of paper and wanted up and down, 50% of them had gone to work in the bioscience industry, so that's biotech companies, people making molecules and drugs and all kinds of different things. And the other 50% have gone on to further education, either a master's course, usually an MRes, or they've gone in to do a PhD. So we are pitching to level 6 students, we're pitching to guys that are going to go into industry, and we're pitching to guys that are going to go on to do research. That's who we're talking to. What I wanted them to do was to not just know stuff, because knowing stuff is no good when you get into the workplace. They've got to apply what they're doing. So we did scale up. It wasn't scale up because the tables weren't round. The tables I used were square, but that's just benefit of the doubt. So we had these nice little square tables, and we taught the material in the semi-traditional sense, in the fact we gave 2 or 3 lectures, teaching type sessions on the trot, and they weren't stand-up meetings, I know giving lectures to a group of people. There's stuff going on and active learning and videos all over the place. But we wanted to get into context. So now, because I came from research before I did lecturing here, I have contacts, I've known people in the bioscience industry, I've known people who've gone on and set up their own research groups and work in industry. So I did what I thought was a good idea when I came up with this on a bike ride, which the person I'm going to show you the video of, was to say, can you set me some problems real problems that you have faced in your practice as you're going along? So I went through my LinkedIn book, went through my Facebook profile, sent a load of people I knew a link, said, would you set me a problem based on real stuff that you've done this year and a problem you have faced? We got them to do headshot type videos. Actually, some of the videos came back from one of the companies quite professionally done, because they were going to stick it onto their site later on. And we uploaded those onto YouTube, gave them the talk content that would have prepared them to answer that question, so 2 or 3 lectures in a row, ready to answer that question. They got the question set 2 or 3 days before the session through a YouTube video. The link was sent via Blackboard, and then they watched it. Piled them all into a room about this sort of size, I let them just self-organise. And it was interesting from that talk, they said about groups of 9, it was about groups of 9 they self-organised into. They organised into their mates and their courses, all the biochemists together, all the human biologists together, and we sat them around a table, and I set them down the problem, replayed the video and said, solve the problem. Wandered around, facilitating what was going on, and just gently nudging them in the right direction. Now, that's all well and good, because they came up with the right answers, but we needed to make sure, as they were doing it, we were capturing those right answers. So, you can see on the TeachMeet sessions about 3 people saying, Padlet in teaching. Go to those ones to find out how to use Padlet in teaching. But I used a Web 2 tool called Padlet to create everything that's going on. They had their own devices, they showed up with their phones and they were in doing it. Some had laptops. I took a big pile of Nexuses along, throwed those around the room and just said to them, one of the first comments we got was, are we allowed to go on the internet for this? I was like, yeah, you're actively encouraged to go on the internet. Go and find information. So the students worked in groups that curated. The curation was put onto Padlet so they could all see it. We then played them a solution video, so the employer gave the solution to what they had done, and so that this is how in our practice we actually solve that particular problem. And then finally, as in the question that was set at the end, I changed my assessment to reflect all of this. So in the exam they're going to sit on Monday, section B of that exam is the problem-solving sections. There is 6 questions, 3 for the main, 3 for the refer, and they were the tutorials which they've done. They've jiggled it a little bit, but that's pretty much what they've done. So here they are, the contributors. Avacta is a biotech spin-out company based in Wetherby, spun out from Leeds and York University. Thermo Fisher Scientific is a multinational company. You've probably seen their name knocking about. Very, very big company. Both of these people employ our students. And then these are the research institutes that came along. University of Alberta, because my friend Caroline works there. University of Scripps, because Gareth works there. And the University of Birmingham, Sheffield Hallam, because we have a collaboration with them. So we present some of our own problems when we're doing that. There's the curation. The students put their notes up in groups. The employers and the people who set the problems were online at the same time, so they were commenting as it was going along. And then after the session, I went back and annotated and put links in to further everything that was going on. And how did it go? The students loved it. Well structured. See how it applies in the real world. Tutorials are great. Yeah, real good boy-up stuff. But my favourite comment, with a minute to go, is this one, which I'll let you read it. I'll read it at the same time quietly. Now that one I think is particularly the best because it says they found it hard, but they found it useful, and that's how I all fit it all. And then everything is curated in Blackboard, so they can go back whenever they want, learn how to use the little add-in button that tells you how to embed HTML code, and you can stick your YouTube videos up and your Padlet videos up and your Storify and whatever you like, and it's all in one place, and you can go back and look at it at a later date. And I'm done. Thank you all.